Alright, to get the drums to fit, so we're going from 5 on 4.5 to 5 on 4 3/4. So some people, they drill these out or they drill new bolt patterns, but what I'm just going to do is just file these out because they only need to go up maybe, I don't know, 3/16 of an inch or something for it to fit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to file it. I've already started. I've already done this side, so they don't need to go too far. Just off, and they fit okay on the studs that I have put in here. These are from the original axle that came out of my S10, these studs. Right, so now I need to push it in and then push it to that side. I think we're on the dowel right here. So that's where the axle's going to be. The sway bar just clears. I'll probably have to make a new bracket for it. But yeah, that should, it might be okay. Just have to make a new bracket. Anyway, so I've got the U-bolts on, and all I need to do is take a little bit off the outer bit of this, make it a little bit bigger, and then maybe spread this out just a little bit because it just wants to go over, and then that should be in the right spot. It's not hitting, so that should be okay. So I got the parking brake cables in. They're a little bit long on the inside, so they kind of do a thing, and they're a little bit tight on the outside. But anyway, I got the sway bar mount in. This side I didn't have any bolts that were long enough, so I'm gonna have to go get some. These are something, I don't know, but anyway, I need 5-inch, but the U-bolts that were on here, like this one's broken, but the axle tube is bigger there, and if I spread it out, they're too short, and they don't work. So even this, I had to extend the holes a bit because this is meant for this size tube, which the axle does taper down here. So because this is the 28 spline. If it was the 31 spline, I don't think it would taper down here. It would keep going this size all the way until it tapers down at the end. But now I got a new wheel cylinder and flex line, and I had got the U-joint to adapt it. So there's the new U-joint, so it's the outside clips on the Ford and then the inside clips on the Chevy drive shaft. So that's in. Here's this sway bar. This one I had bolts, they're carriage bolts, but I'll get 4 new ones. Same with this side, all done. New wheel cylinder. So I'll put the brake line back on, and I'll have to quickly disconnect it up there. And then put the new flex line in, so that way all the brake fluid doesn't run out. Then we gotta tighten up the bolt inside that holds the pinion, and then fill it up with the fluid. And then once that's all done, tighten down every bolt, check everything. Alright, so it's in park. Now I can tighten this bolt here, 5/16. And then I'm going to put the cover back on and then fill up with oil. So I'll take the fill out. Here's the brake line setup. It was stripped out, so I'm going to have to make something better to hold that up there. It's just got a zip tie now. But this does like an S here. Comes up here. I've got a plate. Mounts it pretty nicely. Plenty of slack. They're all bled. So now do this and put oil in it, and we should be good. And then check every bolt, because I don't think the U-bolts are tight enough. Alright, so it's in. It's smooth. U-joints feel good. It must be at a good angle because I didn't feel any vibrations. It did leave some 11s, so I guess the posi is working good. Limited slip oil's all good. The front is about flush. The rear sticks out just a little bit. So but I think the tread is flush with the wheel arch, with the fender. Yeah. So we decided to take the cover off of the old differential, and I noticed the oil was looking a little metallic-y, and then I found this. The G80 locker decided it was time to leave. So I guess that's why people don't like these very much.
Oh,
Well, the Ford 8.8 shouldn't do this.
oh hell no.
So, but it's been working pretty good.
What has been?
The 8.8, it spins both tires, smokes both tires. So. Alright, so it's been about a week now, and I think it's pretty good. The clutches inside could be freshened up, so I might buy some new ones. They're kind of expensive though, but maybe over the winter kind of thing. But yeah, so to conclude, it works pretty good. Spins both tires, and there's no vibrations, nothing like that or anything. It runs really smooth. The brakes work great, no problem there. The new S10 brake line that I installed works fine. So the Ford flex line is 3/16 3/16, where the S10 hard line is 1/4 to 3/16. So most people just buy an adapter, but you can actually just plug in the hard lines on the axle to the soft line connector on the S10 flex line for the rear. That's what I did. I just bought a new one because my old one was cracked, and it's a good time to redo it. Alright, so to conclude, is it worth it? I'd say so. I mean, I'm never going to break this axle. It being the 28 spline, I don't think I'll have any problem with it with the power that I'm going to be achieving, even right now and in the future. So for $125 it was at the scrapyard to pull, and then it was about $70 for the new fluid, and that's really all that I spent. Also the new wheel cylinder that I put in it, and the flex line and the U-joint. So for just under $200, you have a pretty much bulletproof rear end for anything probably under 400 horsepower should be fine, but even over on street tires should be fine. So that's it for this one. If you enjoyed, or if you have any other questions, you can ask them. I have no problem, because I know I had questions when I was going to do this, but now I know. So alright, and as of the old axle, I'm just going to scrap it because it's really no good. Nobody's going to want it, and it's pretty much junk because the metal that has all gone through it, so the bearings are probably damaged, so there's really no point in keeping it. So I'm going to scrap it and get some money for that. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.